Hi Libra, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 24th of February. So let's get straight into your reading. We're going to ask for 2 energy oracle cards as usual. And there we have them. So, interesting. Interesting they've come out together. You've got financial constraints. Do you know what? I'm sure you had this last week. I do make notes, but it's not always on these. Don't know. Anyway, financial constraints, then you have strategy. So maybe next week, the energy is you overcoming these financial constraints by drawing up a strategy. You know, maybe you've got to do a savings plan of some sort, or, you know, you're going to put a budget in, or maybe that's your job. Maybe you are setting budgets. But although it says financial constraints, and yes, there isn't much on the shelf, it is a nice card. It's like the doors open on the cupboard and it's golden inside. Although there's not much there, I think the message there is saying, be grateful for what you have got, though. We're so eager to want more, aren't we? Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with improving yourself and improving your resources. It's how you go about it. What does that say on there? Journal log. Interesting, yeah. So it's like you're making, that reminds me, you know, of the old-fashioned accountants, and they had they wrote everything down on those long, and then they just go through all the receipts. Anyway, let's have a look. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Libra and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. What's your focus for next week, please? Definitely not half the deck. Let's start again. What's Libra's focus for next week, please and thank you. Gosh, we did actually get the Star and the Devil out together there, but there was too many others. It'd be interesting to see if that comes out again. Okay, 5 of Cups. That's interesting. Bearing in mind what that's up there. Your opportunity there is the Ace of Swords. The Lovers is your challenge. Temperance is coming in. And the 8 of Wands is your advice. So the 5 of Cups, what did I say about financial constraints? Look at what you have got rather than what you haven't got. Be grateful for what you have got. Because the 5 of Cups is focusing on what isn't working rather than what is working. There is something that I think you need to flip next week and be careful of this energy coming in. Because you can see he's just concentrating on what's spilt. He can't do anything about it. It's spilt now. What he needs to do is turn around and look at what he has got. Not much. Not as much as he had there, but he's still got a bit. And that's really the energy that I got from that financial constraint. Ace of Swords is your opportunity. So swords are the mental suit, and aces are about new beginnings. But this is also about, for me, this card, especially with these other cards, is focus on one thing. Get laser-like focused on it. Maybe you've been putting some things under the carpet, you know, brushing some things under the carpet. I am the world's worst for doing that. Especially, you know, when you've got to renew your car insurance and, I don't know, silly little jobs like that. But take a lot of money, time and effort. Maybe that's what it is. You just need to focus on one thing. You're a bit too jack of all trades, master of none at the moment. And next week there's like, right, let's make a list. Maybe that's your strategy. The Lovers is your challenge. Now, the Lovers is about relationships, friendships, and choices. There could be some turbulence within friendships and even work colleagues, relationships. They could be challenging. If there's financial constraints, it has a knock-on effect to everybody, doesn't it? The Temperance is coming in, though, and this is lovely. This is a really calming energy. This is saying, look, you know, just be patient. You know, keep juggling those 2 cups. Eventually, you'll get just 1 cup. It'll blend into one. It's like keep chipping away at what you're doing. You're doing well, but be patient. There is a lovely long path there, and there is a long path behind you there, but it does lead to a great sunshine. And then you have the Eight of Wands. That's your advice. Your advice here is, it's like saying, get quicker, move, get your energy up, start making phone calls, start communicating, start doing something about it, and everything will come into alignment for you. Look how they're all aligned, those wands. It's your energy, this is your creativity, your spark. And the Eight of Wands is often about communication. It's our communication card. It looks like that Five of Cups, you know, where you're looking quite sorry for yourself. That the advice is, come on. It's hard, but the Eight of Wands is a really lovely energy to be in. Match the energy. Right, Five of Cups. Why are you here for Libra? Please and thank you. What? Thank you. Four of Wands, Devil, and the Ten of Cups. Like I said, it has a knock-on effect for everybody if there are financial constraints or any sort of, even like, yes, finances are money, are jobs, and how the, you know, how the money comes in. But I also think it's about time and energy. So the Ten of Cups is here. You've got to focus on what you really want the outcome to be, which is the Ten of Cups, which is happy families. There's a rainbow there. Rainbows come out after a storm. So it's like light at the end of the tunnel. There's a pot of gold there. The Devil is also what they want you to focus on next week. Now, this is more to do with, I feel, your shadow work. You're feeling maybe not the devil, but there is a side to you that perhaps doesn't look particularly on the better side of things. But you need to concentrate on this, the Ten of Cups. And then you've got the Four of Wands. So there is something to do with also affecting the home, but in a positive manner. It's like saying, look at what you have got rather than what you haven't got. Look at the home life you have. I bet you've got a love, you know, you've got a roof over your head. You've got this, you've got that. You've got stability, which is the Four of Wands. Just that devil energy and that Five of Cups together makes me think, even it could be somebody that you feel tied to, making you feel like this. But the Ace of Swords is coming in. There's an opportunity for you. And it's like, focus on one thing. Stop trying to do everything. Break it down into bite-sized pieces, as they say. Ace of Swords, please and thank you for Libra. Why is this here? I think with that energy card of the financial constraints, I think it's any constraints, really. We've got Knight of Pentacles. I do like to see the Knight of Pentacles when it comes to stuff like this. He's very reliable. Two of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Look at that. Putting an end to that stress. There's an opportunity to, if you focus on one thing, it kind of gives you that relief to be able to look more positively. Look, he's, you know, he's like, oh, put a pen in me, I'm done. But then he turns his head and he sees the bright sunshine here. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. Incredibly reliable, doesn't rush into things. Sturdy, in for the long run, like I said. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't feel like you've got to rush into this. Take your time, but be focused on one thing. because you've got the Two of Swords there. No, you haven't. You've got the Two of Wands. And I really feel like this will give you that energy of, oh, you know what, I can do the next stage now. I can go a bit further with this. Even if it is, you know, paying off some bills, and it just makes you think, oh, that's that one out of the way. The Lovers is your challenge. Relationship, maybe, friendship, partnership, could be a work colleague. But like I say, I feel like this is having an impact on your relationships. Oh my gosh. Clarified by the Lovers. Yes. But what are we going to do about that? Let's have a look. What is the exact challenge around this Lovers card, please and thank you? Could be you're dealing with an awkward Gemini also. Four of Swords. And the Eight of Wands. No, the Knight of Wands, sorry. Four of Swords. Again, it's lack of focus. Because you're tired, you're trying to do, again, you're not focusing on one thing only, you're trying to do it all. And again, it's having an impact on your relationship. I feel like there's no oomph. The Knight of Wands as a challenge is somebody who's like absolutely drained, no energy whatsoever. Their creative spark is completely out. If this is a work situation, for instance, I would feel like, you know, you get home and there's just no energy to maintain a relationship at the moment. And that's not nice. And we've all been there, done that, got the t-shirt. But we have to remember what's in that cupboard and what we have got. Temperance. Why are you here, please and thank you? If you're a cross-watcher, you'll know that this Knight of Swords has come out in most readings, and I have done a lot of readings today. Incredible. They so want you to get on with it. Don't keep talking about it, do it. Wow, you've got entire swords here. To be fair, the swords are your suit in the tarot anyway. You've got the Two of Swords, so it's like you've got the devil and the angel on your shoulder, pulling you in different directions. And instead of making your mind up, you're just putting a blindfold on. And that makes me feel like this is why it's come to this, maybe, that, you know, you're forced into making a choice of some kind. Now, the Knight of Swords can be somebody quite pushy, to be honest with you. They can be somebody that will try, you know, that, as I say, be a bit pushy, but they're not very bothered about the small print. They're just focused on these great ideas and doing it quickly and making their mind up and just doing it. What are you trying to blend together to make it work? Again, for some of you, I think it's, you know, the constraints of the job and the finances that maybe you need to continue with is affecting the family and the relationships. But the Eight of Swords is here also coming in. Now, the Eight of Swords with Temperance is telling me that you need to be patient with yourself. Stop beating yourself up about it. Can't do everything. That tells me you feel a little bit trapped and you can't move forward. You feel like, I was just going to say, you're stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. But your advice is the Eight of Wands, and it is like, communicate, tell people. There's nothing but good can come of that, because look at the sprouts on the ends of those wands. Let's have a look. 8 of Wands. Why are you here? Please and thank you. Focus on it. Highlight it. Eight of Wands. Why are you here? Please and thank you. You've got the Queen of Wands. Now, they are very confident. They know what they want in life. Very positive, lovely energy, the Queen of Wands. Maybe you're going to be communicating with the Queen of Wands. Possibly Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. More likely a Leo, though. And they would definitely, you know, that I could see them like looping their arm through and go, come on, Libra. They have that lovely energy that you need around you. And that's why you're getting into this 8 of Wands advice here. Page of Wands is here too. It's like, come on, let's focus on this. Let's start again. It's no big deal. Let's look at the responsibilities you've got. Let's offload some. The other advice is the 9 of Swords. And guess what that means? Face your fears. So, Libra, big message there, I think. For some of you who are really struggling between the finances, I just feel like, you're working too hard. You're perhaps feeling like you're not ticking every box at the moment, but you want to. Your focus is the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. You want that happy home. You want everybody to be happy. That devil is just stalking you. It's still there. And it's like I said, I think you feel stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea here. I feel there's big pressure on you as well. A lot of pressure. Anyway, Libra. What other messages here, please and thank you. These are the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Beautiful, beautiful. Very calming cards, I find. It's exactly what you need. That's interesting. It says to be fair. Be fair to yourself. To be fair and balanced. Interesting. She got scales on there. Yep. As you know, the Justice card is your card in the deck, and this is like the Justice card coming up for you. It's saying be balanced. You have to have balance. Fairness and balance. I love that for you, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. I absolutely loved it. I hope you have a great week, and I'll catch up with you next week.